to talk about our favorite serial killer films. I've always been really interested in true crime. Usually adaptations of true crime serial killers are pretty bad. I'd say it's actually one of the worst genres, subgenres of horror when it's about a real killer. I don't know why. Often, there's a great John Wayne Gacy for TV with Brian Dennehy. It's one of the only good ones. The Dahmer one's okay. So I wanted to throw it out. I think we've all chosen fictional serial killer films, which is interesting. But let's start with you, Becca.
I chose 1992's Man Bites Dog. This is kind of an obscure serial killer film. It's Belgium, but it's awesome. No matter how obscure it is, it's amazing, and you should definitely check it out. It's a mockumentary, and it's about a film crew who is meant to kind of be flies on walls while they record the goings-on of this serial killer. And he's surprisingly a charming serial killer, and the film crew is just meant to be there to document everything that he does. Well, after a while, they start getting involved in the crimes, and as the movie evolves, they get more and more involved in the crimes till they're actually committing them. And it's got a great twist at the end, so I won't tell you where it heads, but it's absolutely phenomenal. It's very bleak, but at the same time, it's a comedy, so it's simultaneously hilarious. This one is NC-17. It's also very brutal.
Yeah, it works perfectly just as a black comedy. It's one of the funniest black comedies I've seen, I think. What about you, Stace?
Well, my serial killer film is not that brutal. Actually, coming to think of it, a lot of the deaths take place off camera, and that is Kalifornia, an early Brad Pitt and Juliette Lewis film, and real-life couple at the time, and they really have great chemistry in the film. And they are a pair of serial killers who wind up hooking up with another couple who are scholarly types. The man, played by David Duchovny, is a writer looking to get the inside story on serial killers, but he doesn't realize when he first picks up these two that they are indeed the real deal. And Michelle Forbes is the photographer, and she's kind of a sexy Mapplethorpe-esque kind of photographer. And so these four people go on the road together. And it's kind of like Badlands meets Straw Dogs. I mean, it's a lot more psychological, and it's about the people and what drives them and motivates them more than it is about blood and killing. But there are some pretty brutal scenes, but you really don't actually see a lot, which I think is a testament to how memorable the film still is, and that's California with AK.
And if anyone, I've been thinking about that film for about almost 20 years. There's a line in it where he says, you got to shave that dog and teach it to hunt. And I still have no idea what. I remember laughing as a kid and going, actually, I have no idea.
Ad-lib.
I have no idea. I thought it was something sexual, and I think it's
about
been
pot,
a weird hang-up.
basically.
I have no idea. So if you can answer that, I will give you 10 DVD Blu-rays. If you can give me a good answer for that, I have 10 that have been sitting there unopened that are given to us by press people. I'm not allowed to say that on air.
Oh, wow.
True story. I will give that if you can justify that. My pick was tough. Manhunter is a great film by Michael Mann, really underappreciated, but I went with one I just love called The Hitcher, the original Hitcher. Robert Harmon directed it. But the thing that's special about it, for one, is the performance, but the writing by Eric Red, who is one of the, I think, still the best kept secrets in the genre. Body Parts is another film I like a lot, and Near Dark. But the performance by Rutger Hauer to play this character, John Ryder, is truly chilling, and I think it is one of the best interpretations of what some of these thrill killers are really like. There's almost a complete vacuous lack of a soul in him, and he keeps saying things like, you know, the only thing I want is you to try to stop me. That's his only goal, is to try to make C. Thomas Howell's character kind of pony up, do something, create action in this character. And it has also, I don't know if they just showed the clip, one of the best kill scenes you'll ever see in a film, with Jennifer Jason Leigh being torn by both ends by 2 different trucks. And you know, the fact that this guy really just cannot stop this character because he can't find the will within himself to stand up to the man, it's a fascinating film. It gives a new interpretation to the words finger foods you'll see in the middle of the film. And it's probably also one of the best cat and mouse films ever made, where a character is just putting the other character through the maze. It's a really good film if you haven't seen it, and the remake is just god-awful. So skip it, and apologies to whoever made it.